Hi everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV located in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're going to take a look at one of the brand new haulers here on the lot. This is a 2020 Freightliner M2 106. The conversion is Summit hauler. The rear axle ratio is 4.63. It has an empty weight of 12,800 pounds, a GVWR of 19,500. It is stock number 5N191491. We're going to start by taking a look at the truck from the very front. The Summit hauler conversions have a very unique grille. No other truck on the market is going to have this. It really dresses the truck up and makes it look very sharp. This truck is a metallic brown. So if we can zoom in, Cherish, maybe we can kind of see a few of those. There's like gold specks in it, which really dress the truck up and makes it look sharp. The bumper is actually in three parts, one on each side and the middle. The logic for that is if we do get into an accident and we get a dent right here, well, we just have to swap this part out instead of the entire bumper. The hood is compressed fiberglass. It's just not one or two sheets laying across there. So if we get a dent there, it's easy to repair. Now let's take a look underneath the hood. That is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. It offers 350 horsepower with 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. As you can see, there's various colors under here. That is to make life simpler for us. Where we see yellow is stuff that you and I can check. For example, here's where we would check the oil. If we can zoom in on the other side, you can see where we would check the coolant level. Down here, they made it easy for us. If the batteries die, somebody leaves a light on, we can actually jump the vehicle right here as opposed to getting into the batteries. The batteries are located underneath the back seat. Now, if we're under there working and a strong gust of wind comes up, that hood stops, so we don't have to worry about it falling on us. The only way to get it down is to manually push it down. Now, the tires are Michelin 255 ADR 22.5. The Summit hauler conversions come with a tire balancer. Now that's a separate drum that is put in there that has several BBs and some oil. So as you go and as you pick up speed and momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. From the hub to the tire to the rim, all of that is balanced. So that does a couple of things for us. That obviously makes it a nicer ride as we're going down the road, but perhaps more importantly, that will extend tire life up to 45%. As we start to walk back, this is our block heater for the cold months or people in cold climates to keep the engine relatively warm. It comes with two 50-gallon fuel tanks, one on each side. Now they are independent, they are connected, so as you're sitting there, the fuel will balance itself. However, you will need to fuel them independently. This is a 6-gallon DEF tank. I've recently researched it, and the national average is about 400 miles per 1 gallon of DEF. This is a trickle charger here. So at night, if you can get to an electrical outlet, if we're running the air conditioner or lights or anything, that actually assists the batteries. Let's take a look at the driver's seat. You will see a brown leather. It comes with, it's all air ride. So this adjusts the air level here, hot and cooled seats. This is for the lumbar system. So if we want more air in the back or less, is right here. Right here is our kill switch, and as much electrical stuff is running through these trucks, it's generally good practice when you shut the truck off to go ahead and shut that switch off there. When we go to start the trucks, we turn the key about halfway and we wait for the gauges to go all the way over and all the way back. Because if we get anxious and start them early, there is a chance that it will trip a code that does not exist. As we look in the back seat does make down into a bed, and it's put back up very easily. Just a switch right there. As we get to the rear of the truck, the first thing you notice is just how much storage there is available. That's one advantage Summit Hauler has over any other conversion on the market, is the amount of storage capacity. We'll take a look at the front one, and as you'll see that there is a connection in there for air, so you can actually hook up an air hose to it. The top is all rhino lined, and it has another storage component back here. From the rear of the truck, a couple of things. That is known as the Hensley hitch, also known as a trailer saver. Those are airbags underneath the hitch. So not only will that assist your trailer, but it'll also help your truck as you're going down the road. It'll be a lot easier on both components. Now, one thing when we're in the market, I'm sure a lot of people out there may be comparing the Freightliners to pickups. And when we put a large investment, I mean, those pickups are well over $100,000 now. And so we want longevity. We want these vehicles to last. And obviously this vehicle is gonna last a long time. I brought the U-joints, a couple of U-joints, all right? This is the U-joint for this truck. All the torque and all the power is gonna run through here. This is for a 1-ton GMC 3500. So as we compare those two, we're talking, what are we gonna look like? 150, 200, 250,000 miles. This one is gonna last substantially longer than this one. This bed is made of aluminum as opposed to steel. So 10 to 15 years from now, this is gonna look just like it does today. There isn't gonna be any rust. Another thing that Summit Hauler does is put extra weight on the rear axle. There's actually 800 pounds of weight put on that rear axle. And the reason for that is for traction. We find ourselves in mud or when it's raining to avoid hydroplaning, that's gonna assist with that. As we walk around to this side, there's a little step here, which will help you get up and in when we're hooking up the trailer. The storage is identical to the other side. Right here is our other fuel tank. As we take a look from this seat, obviously the first thing you're gonna notice is just how much space is in this. So it makes those long trips actually feel like short ones. From here we can get a really good shot of the DVD player. Now let's crawl in the cab and take a look. Fire the truck up here. Okay, safety is the #1 concern when we started building the Summit Hauler back in 2008. So a couple of reasons that this truck is a lot safer than, say, a pickup. One is the elevation of it. If you look here, if you can just shoot out the front, look how high we are off the ground compared to a pickup truck. So that does a couple of things for us. That allows us to see things coming at us both from the front and from the sides as well. Another safety advantage to this is this has air brakes. So if you compare air brakes to hydraulic brakes, and say you get a leak in one, well, there's an unlimited supply of air. You can just keep pumping air through it until we can get that line fixed, as opposed to a hydraulic brake where we get a leak in that, we're going to run out of fluid, and that will decrease our brakes almost to the point, or if not so, where there are no brakes. So safety is a really large advantage compared to this versus a pickup. Now if we take a look at the inside, we're going to go from the top down. This is our backup camera. This uses the Voyager system. You can actually hook up to 3 more cameras to this. This is our air horn over here. The gauges are pretty self-explanatory. I did want to talk about a couple of them. Both of these are for air. The top one is for brakes only. Now the bottom one is the secondary line, which basically feeds everything else, from the air to the cab, to the seats, to the lumbar system. All of that is fed off of that second one. This is our cruise control. This is the locks. This does all of the windows. This is an additional option. So if we want to hook something else up to the truck, right here would be the switch for it. Now all of these are automatic, very easy. So right now we're in neutral with our brake on. So when we get ready to go, just push the brake back in, R for reverse, and as neutral, just push D for drive, and off we go. As we come over, this is our intermittent markers, so you can basically talk to other truckers as we're going down the road. This is the dump valve, and what that does is dump air out of the rear end. So we go to hook up the trailer. If we need the back end lower, that's where that is. This locks the differential. This is the manual regen button, and we'll probably never have to touch that. This heats the mirrors. This is the fan. So right now we're blowing cold air into the back. This is our trailer brake right here. Now over here, this is the engine brake. So it's not a Jake brake, that is an engine brake. So if we set it to low, not only does it restrict fluid going into 3 of the 6, but it also stops exhaust coming out. Or if we wanted to put it on high, now that affects all 6 cylinders. As we come down here, our basic climate control, hotter, colder, where you want the air in the fan. There is a lot of storage in this. It's kind of stuck on me. Here's the cup holders. Like I said, the seats are heated and cooled as well. Pops up from the side, as you can see in there. There's a lot of storage. So a very nice truck we have on the market today. If you have any questions about this or anything on the lot, please give me a call. Again, my name is Larry Vickers. I can be reached at 970-370-4067. The work number is 303-684-3404, or email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.